What's going on, everybody? Welcome back to Redriveraviation. Hope you're having a fantastic day today, and today I have a very special unboxing for you all today. I really hope each and every one of you are excited for today's video. You can kind of see here on the front what's going on, but huge shout out to Douglas Campbell. He sent me this while I was away in Europe, so it's been a while before I've been able to get to it here, but he sent this to my P.O. box, and apparently in here it appears to be a Douglas DC-3 for PBA, so huge thank you to him for being so generous to send this, and hopefully we have some other good letter equivalent here. But anyway, I got to talk to him at Airlines International, and he said that he sent this, and I was like, oh, I've been gone for like 3 weeks, so I apologize. And then obviously all of you probably know, or at least somewhat familiar with what the summers looked like here, so it's been a busy time, but I'm really glad to finally get a chance to take a look at this because it's very meaningful of him to do that, and I'm excited to see what he has in here for us. So excited to take a look at this. Douglas, thank you so much, you're awesome, and look forward to seeing you for Airlines International 2025 at ATL. He was not playing games when it came to taping this box. He definitely got it in there good, which is the best way to keep it from damaging, of course. So currently working on this. I might even have to cut the video. We'll see if I can get it going here. There we go. Let's see if I can get this going. Man, he absolutely got it down on the tape, which is good. I like it. So let's see if I can somehow get her going here. Sorry guys, I can't show it all because it has a phone number on it, but he asked for me to text him when he gets this, and he says thank you and see you at MCI 2024, and he said that I can also do it on YouTube, so that's awesome. So Doug, thank you so much, really appreciate it, and that it was super nice of you to do this. So let me go ahead and text him real quick so that I don't forget to do that, and then we'll go ahead and get this out. Alrighty, with all that out of the way, let's go ahead and get into it, guys. So again, huge thank you to him for doing this. This was so nice of him to do. It is a Gemini Jets release, the Gemini200, in fact. I completely forgot about that. I didn't even know what scale it was. I was a little out of the loop, but this is so nice of him to do and truly shows you what our community is all about. So yeah, absolutely incredible. What are we waiting for, guys? Let's go ahead and take a look at this beautiful aircraft. So again, this is the Providence Towns Boston Airlines, which is PBA, Gemini200 Douglas DC-3. Man, I can't thank Doug enough. This was so nice of him to do that. What a beautiful aircraft. So here it is. Here's the box. It is quite a great looking box. So you have the Gemini200 on the top left, Douglas DC-3. And then of course you got the PBA, Providence Town Boston Airlines, which is obviously my first one for that airline. I've never heard of them until now, so always excited to learn. Here's the bottom of the box registration. It's November 136 Papa Delta Bravo, and there's the beautiful aircraft on the side. This is my second Gemini200. I have an American one that I got at Airlines International 2022 in Chicago. And here's the back of the box. It talks about how awesome the DC-3 was and what it did for the aviation industry. This was a 2007 Gemini Jets release. And let's go ahead, and he just texted back, so that's awesome. I'll reply to him once we conclude this video. Here's the pamphlet right here, and it gives you the description one more time right there, so that's awesome. There's the specifications of the DC-3 and the beautiful model inside. So again, Doug, thank you so much for doing this. This is super nice of you, and I'm so excited to have a very unique aircraft now in my collection thanks to your generosity. So I'm gonna have to return the favor before ATL. But man, take a look at this. There it is. What a cool looking plane. Wow. That was so nice of him to do. The PBA Douglas DC-3 by Gemini200. I didn't even know they had the DC-3 mold in 250, but we are learning every single day, ladies and gentlemen. So here it is. Man, what a great looking aircraft. Doug's an awesome guy. He was so generous to give this to me, and I mean, it's just such an incredible moment right now. So can't thank him enough. What an awesome guy. Looking forward to seeing him in Atlanta. Man, that is so great. So what an awesome looking aircraft. There's so many pieces to the puzzle there between the beautiful cheat line, and obviously you got that really interesting piece on the top of the fuselage right there. That is awesome detail. So again, 2007 release. This is quite beautiful, and feeling very fortunate that he was generous enough to do this. This is absolutely incredible. So we're not going to waste any further time, ladies and gentlemen. If I can get this camera to stay out of macro mode, because obviously that is not my goal. Let's try to get this camera where we need it, and then we will take a look at this gorgeous aircraft. Okay, so let's go ahead and get started. All right, so first and foremost, you got the cockpit windows along with the nose cone that looks absolutely beautiful. There is the navy cheat line along with the red. Those details look really nice. You also got a little anti-glare visor right there, which is quite awesome. Here's the L1 door, sorry, this is the cargo door rather, which is pretty impressive considering how close this is to the propeller. So definitely really cool to see that right there. And then you got this top piece right here, which also looks quite nice in reference to the design. So that's quite wonderful right there, to say the least. And now again, here's those propellers that look quite awesome. I think they got yellow tips, is that right? Yeah, they have the beautiful yellow tips, so you can see that pretty clearly there. That looks really nice. And then you also have the propeller manufacturer logo on there too. I'm not sure who made these, but as you can tell, they look quite nice. So they do spin, of course, which is great. So very impressive for 2007. And all the rest of the applicable features, but the cowling's really good, the mold's really good. They did a really good job on that, so that's absolutely awesome. Now with this being a 250, I'm curious if these main gear go up. I would think they would, but maybe not. Oh, is this a whole piece right here? As you all can see, I think maybe it's just supposed to stay like that. Now I'm really interested, but I don't want to break it, obviously, so I'm not going to be too finicky with it. But it seems like there's some way where these are probably supposed to go down. I hate to fidget with it too much. It may not even be supposed to, but I would think with it being a 250, or maybe was a capability of that happening. But you can definitely see movement there, so I might mess around with it later, but I hate to break it. So anyway, though, we got the gear down, which is the biggest goal, and there are the main landing gear. Very detailed for the time, and overall they look quite nice. Again, this is a very unique mold, so that's really cool to see. The wing detail is basic but adequate for the time. You can see the aileron right there, that looks quite nice, and that's about it. So no complaints with that. It's a nice proportional looking wing, and you really can't complain with that in 2007. There is the beautiful PBA titles. Again, this is Providence Boston Airlines, which is, or sorry, did I say Provincetown Boston Airlines? Yeah, I think it's Provincetown Boston Airlines, which is a very unique name, but PBA definitely abbreviates it a little bit. You got 3 different shades of blue, starting with the aqua and then more of a mid-tone, followed by navy. So those definitely look quite nice. One of the coolest characteristics of the DC-3, let me see if I can get it without shading it off too bad, is definitely how that fuselage goes up right there. I think that's really cool. So definitely really awesome to see that right there. So no doubt the really good detail. Now on these DC-3s, of course, they hold around 30 passengers. And you can see the passenger windows right there. And you also have an emergency exit, which is the third to last window here on the back left. So those look quite nice. The cheat lines continue fluidly. And then you can see it's not an L1 door, obviously, but obviously the door on the left side of the aircraft over here, which is quite nice, the port side. And then you got the registration above the back cargo door, which is probably the main one. And it's November 136 Papa Bravo, which is really cool. Standing for Provincetown Boston Airlines. You got the beautiful tail dragging wheel right there. Taking off in these types of aircrafts are really cool. If you ever get a chance to fly in some sort of tail dragger, please do it because it's quite a unique experience. And then, of course, you got the PBA back here, which is really cool, along with the vertical stabilizer and horizontal stabilizers. The DC-3 vertical stabilizer is very unique in that it pretty much almost looks exactly like the horizontal stabilizer, just with a little bit of additional, what's the best word to use here? I think the best word to use would be additional length there. And obviously it pitches down there too. So very nice. And then it's pretty crazy to see that the horizontal stabilizers have more detail than the wings, but they do. So you got the elevator there, which has quite a few components to it. So I'm impressed for the detail for the time. And they definitely got their work cut out for them on that one. So that definitely looks really nice right there. Very impressed with that. The right side of the aircraft also looks absolutely wonderful. You can definitely see all the detail that's put in right there, which is really great. On this side of the DC-3, however, since there's not a door on this one, you have 2 emergency exits, which is pretty impressive. So that definitely has some really great detail on it. Again, cheat lines all look really good. The tires do roll, which is quite nice, and they do move a little bit. So again, I'm not sure if it's supposed to be capable of doing putting up the wheels or not, but anyway, it looks quite nice. You can also see the beacon on there. That looks quite nice, and all the details look really great. So that's definitely really great to see. I was just thinking of that. I was like, macro mode's probably going to activate when I put it in the 2X, and it did. But anyway, here's the top. You can see the great panel detail, and all that looks really nice. You got the bottom of the aircraft, Gemini200. You do have the stand hole as well, which is absolutely stunning. And again, you have the bottom of the cowling on the engine, which is probably the best part of the model. It's really well detailed. And again, I'm not sure if this piece is supposed to come out or not. I'm assuming not. It doesn't seem like it would be a piece to come out. I think that's just how the casting is on this particular aircraft. So I'm not sure if you're like supposed to press it down and they go in, or if you're just supposed to mess with it, or if there is any proper way to put these in the gear up. But it definitely seems like, let me see if I can use this utensil here, but I don't think, okay, maybe you're supposed to press it like that. That would be my thought, because it seems like that goes up quite a bit. By the way, this is a pencil, not a utensil. That's the incorrect wording there. So I'm not sure if that's supposed to go in or not. Obviously, I'm not going to test the waters on that one, but it does seem like you could probably slide that in right there, which is awesome. So very cool to see that. And it's definitely a really cool feature of this particular aircraft. So Doug, thank you so much for your incredible generosity. You are such a nice person to do this, and I can't thank you enough. This is an awesome aircraft. I'm super excited to utilize it in some way in my collection. I still got to think of how, but it's definitely one of the most unique parts of my 1-200 collection. I'm not sure if it's a rare aircraft or not, or any of the pieces of the puzzle, but it definitely represents a very meaningful gift along with a very unique purpose in the collection. So Doug, thank you so much for your generosity. I can't thank you enough. This is super cool, and I'm so excited to have this. And thank you for being a viewer of my channel. I really enjoy making videos for all of you, and it's awesome to see people like Doug that are that supportive of my channel, which is really nice for him to do. And again, I really appreciate him doing this. So again, I really hope each and every one of you enjoyed this. What an awesome time, and overall just an absolute blast, and I really appreciate him doing this. So with all that being said, everybody, that'll do it for today's video. Thank you all so much for watching. I want to thank each and every one of you for watching. My name is Redriveraviation. Take it easy, everybody. Stay safe. Just process. Do what you love and love you do. My name is Redriveraviation. I want to thank you all so much for watching, and I'll see you all soon as Redriveraviation is signing off.